I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. You can find me in the club, full up. Mama, I got what you need, you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the making. So come give me a hug, you in the getting. Don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither. We in the club all the time, it's a problem, pop on. Shady Aftermath.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now.
Now from the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden studios, this is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I lost count of the number of turnovers that were occurring in that game, right? I mean, I had a clicker going after a while. 5, 6, 7, 8. It was unbelievable. There haven't been that many turnovers or takeaways, however you want to say, in the game since the Reagan administration. This is absolutely unreal.
I was in diapers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher's right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit. But it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
On first down, Chambers. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll drop the throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first carry now. This is Williams. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chiefs had 11-5 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Strong loses it on the hit, and the Raiders pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 54 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to use his legs here. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They get this out left. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It's a quarterback sneak. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Mahomes now to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
In motion goes the tight end. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He'll take it at the 42. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Bowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a give right side. It's Chambers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Raiders pick it up.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you talk about where they rank in stopping the run, but how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Chambers. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man, it's Mayer. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on first down. It's Chambers. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Caught by Mayer. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
And they'll run again.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay popped.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle here to Brown. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Williams is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Raiders on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Javonte Williams. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 2nd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man there is Malone. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Quick throw complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, this is blocked. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They try the left side here with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a short one to Gesicki. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 38 yards. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Lanny, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw left side, completion to Rice. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now here's Mahomes. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Chambers. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Here's a diving catch right side. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, it's Chambers. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chambers. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Now a give right side. Chambers. And he works free down the right sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Raiders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes, he's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for KC, 41 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Williams will try again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to change things up. Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there, but lost double-digit yards on that sack.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
What a call there on third down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
They'll run on first down. It's Chambers. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. 131 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run the counter. Chambers. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Shifts past him at the 45. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like it. The call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes to throw it.
Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Well, they're not going to go quietly. That's a big play right there. 2 scores down. They're not out of this, but they've got to move.
Mahomes. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Mahomes will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third and goal.
Here's Mahomes. He'll drop this down to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Butker's kick here is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, not giving up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They need 2. Here's third down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chambers. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the